So can you guys start off by introducing yourselves to our site visitors at popculturemadness.com?
Sure. I'm Matt.
And I'm Pete from Baroness.
That's right.
So I heard you guys got things off to an awesome start today. How was it?
Did, man. It was really fun. You know, people came out. People showed out. We had a good buddy of ours come out and say what's up for us.
Yeah. Lars came out and gave this really awesome introduction to really kick things off, and that was pretty rad. It was a great way to start the whole day, and you know, really lucky to just actually be kicking this whole festival off. It's, you know, it seems like the worst slot, but honestly, it's actually a pretty awesome slot to have, because then we get to chill and watch bands for the rest of the day.
It's funny because Lars was saying at the press conference with Metallica that how excited he was to see you guys. And he was like, yeah, I never get up early in the morning. He said, but I will be up to check out Baroness in the morning. So it's awesome. So, you know, how do you feel about the diversity with this festival? I mean, we have artists from like every genre imaginable.
Yeah, I mean, totally covering the bases here. There's a little bit of everything here for everybody. So, you know, I think it's pretty neat. You know, Metallica picking a bunch of bands that they wanted to have here, and that, you know, was gonna, you know, bring everybody out, and that's pretty awesome.
I think it's a good opportunity for people to, like, you know, get introduced to some new things that they might not have seen before, and like a lot of great people playing here tonight.
So is there anybody in particular you guys are looking forward to checking out later this evening?
Yeah, Rocky Erickson's playing right now. Caught a bit of his set. That was really exciting. Who else? Red Fang playing later tonight. Black Angels. Fucked Up.
Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, that's it.
And Metallica, of course. Play Ride the Lightning, man. It's gonna be great.
Mess that up.
Yeah, right.
So can you fill us in on, you know, what's been going on with your band? What are you guys currently working on right now?
We're working on getting to Europe next week for a 7-week tour, and, you know, getting all of our ducks in a row, so that's a successful and fun tour. And our new album, Yellow and Green, I'm gonna plug that right now, is coming out July 17th. So we, you know, it's been you know, a year and a half in the process trying to get it out. So really, that's the main focus right now is you know, is getting ready for all that, and to be on the road for the next couple of years. There you go.
You said that it's been about a year and a half working on the album. What's been the most challenging part of the recording process for you guys?
I would say that the most challenging was the amount of material we had. We had a ton. It was a ton of material because it's a double record, and it was just making sure we didn't leave anything out. You know, it's so much material, but I think we went over it with a fine-tooth comb, and, you know, so that was probably the most difficult part. But we were, you know, working with someone we had worked with in the past on the Blue records, John Congleton, and so that really helped the machine go. And he was used to working with us, we were used to working with him, so you know, it flowed really smooth.
So, I mean, was it hard for you guys to narrow down what made the cut for the album? I mean, you mentioned there was like a lot of material. Are you ever going to go back and revisit any of that?
Well, like some of this new stuff? It wasn't hard for us to, like, you know, no, well, I don't know. We would have been happy with any of the songs. We all really stand. I'm seeing how I do. We all really stand behind, you know, these songs. You know, so we feel really strongly about them. So, you know, it is hard to go, oh, well, yeah, let's pick this song and pick that one. But luckily, we have a few people helping us out with that these days that, you know a little better than we do what's what. So, you know, we all get to check each other these days. But no, you know, just there's, you know, I don't know. It's all good to me.
Anything to add?
I think he covered all those bases right there, yeah. I'm just going to hold the mic.
Yeah. So, what are, you know, some goals for the rest of this year? How do you feel about the current state of rock music right now?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The current
state. Well, as for the first part of your question, I think that what we're going to try to do for the rest of the year is, you know, go tour Europe for a few weeks, 7, I think, and then we're going to come back and try to focus on a headlining tour. We've got that sort of in the works right now, and we're sort of sussing that out. So as far as our plans, that's what's going on with us. The state of rock and roll.
I'd say in areas it needs a lot of help, and in other areas it really doesn't. And it all depends. You know, everything that's on the mainstream radio as far as rock's concerned has really sucked hard for a long time. And let's not get into that. Let's not even get into that right now. But as far as rock bands that no one knows about, there's some great ones out there, and bands that are up and coming, so on and so forth, be it rock, be it metal. There's some great bands out there that, are just itching to get out and play and get in front of a crowd. And if they stick with it, these bands stick with it, it's going to be a matter of time. So it's there. There's plenty of great bands playing right now. And, you may not hear them on the radio, you just got to get back out and see shows. You got to go to that local bar and go see that tour package that comes through, even if you haven't heard of the bands. And unfortunately, a lot of people just don't do that anymore. It's like, oh, well, I'm not going out because I've never heard of them or whatever. But, people got to get out and start seeing some. I mean, so many of our friends' bands are on the road, touring all the time. And it's just putting in work, that we've all done and we are all still doing. But, they just need some fans.
So what are some of your recommendations?
We were just out. We played a couple of shows with Royal Thunder. They're from Atlanta. They've got a record that it's either coming out really soon or it just came out.
I've actually heard that name floating around quite a bit.
Those guys rip it up, man. They know what they're doing. They do a really great job. Great rock and roll, man. Great dudes and
gals.
Dudes and gals. Just great people all around, man. And we're in full support of those guys.
Inner Arma from Richmond, killer new band. Those guys are just itching to get out and get their sound heard because all they want to do is tour, and they're killer musicians that the world hasn't heard yet. So hopefully in due time. So yeah, Inner Arma out of Richmond, Virginia.
Earthless, we always plug those dudes.
Yeah.
Those are great.
So yeah, I mean, it's there.
So how would you say touring in Europe versus in the States? Do you feel there's like a different kind of appreciation for rock and metal in Europe versus here in the States?
I think it all depends on where you are in Europe. But yeah, I think overall, people come out to shows. People support music a little more wholeheartedly. For instance, people will come out to your show even if they're really not into your new stuff. They're like, we're not really into it, but we're going to come out and see this band because they're coming through our hometown. So they come out to support, and then they'll let you know, like, hey, maybe, Europeans are blunt when it comes to, their opinions. They're straight up. They're like, your set last year was great. Your set tonight sucked. And you're like, I don't even know how to take that. But right on. Thanks for coming out and buying a shirt. No, it is a little different. And I find that European fans are a little bit more ravenous. They're a little bit more ravenous. They come out and throw down and let you know how they feel about you. And it's been good. And in America, it's the same way. It's just going to be real hit or miss, You think about all the small towns, and that are which is America, mainly small towns. People haven't heard you yet. And, they may be, one little small town might be real accustomed to a specific type of music, or they like their metal a specific way. If you don't fit that mold, they'll let you know. So it's harder at times in America, but sometimes it's easier. I don't know.
Not to say that people don't come out and show out, though, in the States, man. People, we play shows here all the time and have people come out and really, like...
Yeah, we've got some great support.
Really show out, yeah, for sure.
In both Europe and America.
So what has been one of the most memorable shows that you've played?
There's been some good ones out there. I would say one of the most memorable show I've ever played was at the Asymmetry Festival in Wrocław, Poland, and it was just getting there was a hassle. Sound check was a hassle. The language barrier was a hassle. I blew up 4 heads at sound check. I blew up 4 heads until we finally got a head that just held its, ground. And in any case, so it was a really dreary day, and we were tired and lagged, and we had no idea how the show would be, basically. And we came out, we just came out, guns blazing, like we always do. And honestly, it was one of the best shows. We came out and I couldn't even hear myself singing over the crowd. I had to get my monitors turned up because everybody in that crowd was singing every single song. It was amazing, and I mean, totally did not expect that. So yeah, and definitely in Poland. So I can't wait. We're gonna do 2 shows in Poland. I think doing the Off Festival, which is their big premier rock festival, which I'm really excited about, and then maybe another off show there. I don't know, another little town there, or maybe Wrocław. I don't know. Anyway.
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like you guys are definitely going to be keeping busy for the rest of the year. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time out to speak with us. And you said that the new album comes out July 17th.
That's right.
Awesome. That's great. Well, thank you guys so much for speaking with me. Is there any final comments you have to share with our online audience?
Come see us in a town near you.
That's right.
Come see us. We're really nice, friendly people. Come say hi.
Can't say any better than that.
Great. Thanks, guys.